A very good afternoon, children. Hope you are all safe at home. Today, children, we are going to learn a moral story. Don't you all love to listen to stories? Yes, we all like to hear stories at any age. Children, you must have read stories in your holidays, isn't it? So today we are going to read and listen to one such stories from Aesop Fables. This is your second lesson from the Bal Bharati. Aesop Fables. Fables are short stories that have a moral or message for us, something to learn and keep in mind as we grow up. Most of the fables have animal characters who think and act just like human beings. Now, children, in these stories, there are morals or messages for which we should always remember. There are animal characters just who act and talk like human beings. It is believed that many of the fables were first told by a wise person called Aesop. Aesop lived hundreds of years ago in a country called Greece. His stories became so popular that people passed them on from generation to generation. Many proverbs and sayings that we use today are based on these fables. Here are two well known fables. Now, children, the stories which we are going to read and listen are told by a wise man, that is, an intelligent man named Aesop. A E S O P. Now, children, A is silent, so it is pronounced as Aesop. Okay, he lived hundreds and hundreds years ago in a country. The name of the country was Greece. And these stories were passed from one generation to another. Many proverbs and sayings. Children, now we have learnt so many proverbs that we write on the board every day. Do you remember? Yes, some of them are used from these moral stories. So today, children, we are going to listen to one of the stories written by Aesop. The name of the story is The Stag at the Pool. The Stag at the Pool. I will read one paragraph and then I will explain. One day, a beautiful stag came to a pool of clear water. As he bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. He was delighted with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. Children, in the first paragraph, there is a stag, beautiful stag. What is a stag? A stag is a male deer. So now this stag, he bent down to drink water from a pool which was very clear. Now as it was very clear, he saw his own reflection. What is reflection? It is your own image in the water, parchai. He was very delighted, he was excited, he felt so happy. So instead of drinking water, he was only looking at himself in the water. How handsome I look, he said to himself. How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look. Now he was feeling very proud of his antlers. What are antlers? Antlers are these horns. Okay, they were all very beautiful. The stag felt that it was very beautiful and he was feeling very proud. Then he moved nearer and saw his legs reflected in the pool. He was quite disgusted. Look at my legs. Oh, they are so ugly, all spindly with small feet. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers. Now the stag feels that he has got a very ugly legs. Now when he moved in front of the water, he could see his legs too. So when he saw his legs, he felt, oh, it is so dirty, so unpleasant. It is not at all looking beautiful. So he felt that nature should have given him beautiful legs like the antlers. See, this is how the stag is drinking the water. Now, as he was brooding in his way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. At the same time, he picked up the scent of hunters. With a quick turn, he bounded away. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest. The hunters were hot on his trail, but they were no match for his speed. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind. Now the stag was brooding, means he was thinking of the same legs and the antlers. He felt that both were not match. When he was thinking about this, he could hear an arrow coming across. So what he did, he quickly bounded, means he jumped with a long leap and ran as swiftly into the forest. Now the hunters were also quite fast, but they were no match to the stag because he had a very long legs. Safe and out of the hunter's reach, the stag slowed down. Suddenly, without realizing it, he walked into a thicket. There were trees with strong branches growing close together. And alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught in the thick growth. Now, the stag was far ahead of the hunters. He could run so fast that he had reached a thick forest and he was safe inside that. But now, what happened? The beautiful antlers got in one of the branches. It got caught in one of the branches. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got in the branches. Now the stag, he tried to free himself, but the antlers got more entangled, more stuck in the branches. Once again, the stag could hear the hunters drawing close and grew afraid. At last, with great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. Now, what happened? He could hear the hunters coming closer and he was afraid. Somehow, he managed to break off his antlers and save his life, and he ran away. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often, we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. Now, children, what happened? The stag understood that his legs had saved him, and the antlers, for which he was feeling very proud, would have killed him. Now, this is how the antlers got stuck in the thick wood. Now, what is the moral of the story, children? Utility is important than beauty. Utility is important than beauty. Thank you, children. I will be sending you the story on a YouTube. Please read the lessons slowly and carefully. Thank you.